Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. For the past couple of weeks, I've been reviewing incomplete board games and rating them accordingly, and poorly. And lo and behold, another reason why you should stay away from incomplete games at the thrift store, caught on tape. Really, that's the name of this game, caught on tape. Purchased for $2.99 from the Red, White, and Blue thrift store here in Patterson on McLean Boulevard. The general summary is this. Within a certain allotted time, you have to name certain people, places, and things that fall into these particular category combos. For example, funny insults. The wheel within the wheel here, green, would be the adjective, and the blue wheel here, the outer wheel, would describe the nouns, the people, places, and things, and certain entities. For example, funny insults. I can remember one I named right off the bat. It's like a comeback to somebody of mine, some bully of mine. You know what? You spend a lot of time listening to Notorious when you should be spending a little more time watching Victorious. That got a real big reception. Oh! Like regular show type exception, which was a high honor for me and one I never forgot. How about, well, we'll just say ridiculous stores. Ridiculous stores? Well, ridiculous in a good way or a bad way. That'll be up to your point of view, how you perceive it. But hey, you gotta name some ridiculous stores within a certain amount of time. I'll give you Target, for example, or Kmart if they rip you off incredibly bad. And how about kind bands? A kind band. Well, that depends if you happen to have met certain band members in person of a particular band. Like Maroon 5. Which, by the way, would be the pinnacle of great water cooler stories if you met Adam Levine or James Valentine or anyone else. 5 Seconds of Summer would be another thing. If you fail to do so, you get a piece of tape stuck to your face. I would give this 2.5 out of 5 claps, but I'm actually going to give it 3. It's still an appropriate score because, well, it's incomplete. No instructions, no tape, and, well, this was purchased out of the box. But I find that this alone, even without the tape and without the rules, is a good conversation starter. If you have 4 people playing this game, you can take turns passing this wheel around to somebody, and they would describe, I don't know, dangerous foods, like the durian fruit, for example, or the pineapple. You know, pineapples, they're prickly sometimes. Or whichever category combo out of literally hundreds to concoct from the spin of this wheel. And that player would pass it on to the next person who would do so, and the next one, and so on and so forth. So really, this is a good conversation piece on its own. And I give it 3 out of 5 claps. But again, this just goes to show you that if a board game is incomplete or a game of any kind, do not buy it. Always check the inside of a game first to make sure that all the pieces are accounted for, all the components are inside. And for heaven's sake, if you find that you don't have enough money to buy the game, and if you're shopping at a thrift store, I don't know if that would be a possibility. But regardless, if you don't have enough money for it, and you leave for a hot minute, and you come back with the money, and you find out that the game has already been sold, for heaven's sake, I implore you, do not throw a temper tantrum about it. I did that once, and I got threatened with ejection from the manager. Gus, believe me, that's something you do not want caught on tape. Thanks for watching the Thrift Store Rundown taped in front of a virtual YouTube audience. I'll catch you on the thrift side. I couldn't resist that one.